Hi guys, so in this video, you are going to hear Mohammed Ghalibaf, Iran's parliament third person, masterfully explain how he believes Iran won the war. Personally, I do believe he's right as well, that Iran has won the war. And I happen to believe that the world believes it too. Except, of course, except for Trump and his MAGA supporters. So after you watch this, okay, you too will come up to the same conclusion. Uh, if you're being honest, of course, as the rest of the world, that Iran has won the war. And also people, don't miss Iran's message for Pete Hegseth at the very end of the video. Oh, and don't forget to watch my message to Iran if they don't accept Trump's ultimatums. Okay, so let's get right into it. Let's hear Ghalibaf's explanation.
One, two, one, two, three, Yeah. Whoa, whoa, yeah.
This section, let's consider why we claim to be successful. Just look at what the enemy's objectives were. After all, if the enemy fails to achieve its aims, it has clearly been defeated. This is quite evident. We were not the aggressors, it was they who initiated the attack. They certainly had specific objectives in mind. He wanted to force Iran to surrender. He spoke of just 2 or 3 days. How many days have passed since then? For more than 40 days we fought, and now for 10, perhaps 12 days we've had a ceasefire. But after 40 days he was compelled to announce a ceasefire. He was therefore unable to force our surrender. His objective was to bring about a change in the regime, but he was unsuccessful in changing it. He thought Iran was Venezuela, that it would act exactly like Venezuela. Then 4 days later, he'd come and declare, well, we've taken Iran's oil. Anyone who wants oil can just come and take it from the Persian Gulf. Well, this was one of his objectives. This is the third objective. He said, I would definitely declare from day one that I will destroy Iran's missile capability with the bombings I carry out. He realized that as time went on, our firing, our precision remained completely unaffected. No matter how much he bombarded, he saw he couldn't destroy our offensive capabilities. And we had already stated that such a thing would never happen. To be honest, we were quite vulnerable, even when operating our missile launchers. However, this time, you clearly witnessed that in this specific area, our true firepower, the sheer diversity of our attacks, was fully revealed. In Isfahan, they faced a truly disastrous situation, one even worse than the infamous Tabas incident. He planned to support the counter-revolution from our western and eastern borders. He admitted, I gave weapons to some of them to attack and engage us there. Every effort he made was unsuccessful. He was actively seeking to stir up internal unrest, both before the war and after it. This is something we clearly observed. However, he ultimately failed to achieve that goal, so he decided to launch a ground invasion. He couldn't. He came to address the Strait of Hormuz and its opening, meaning to seize and fully control this vital area. He invited the entire world to help, but absolutely no one responded to his call. He then invited NATO to intervene, but again, no one answered him. He tried to carry out this task himself, but no one came to his aid. Well, it's abundantly clear then that we are the ones who are victorious in this particular scenario.
And people, isn't he right, people? Isn't he right? Everything he said is true. In order for Trump to claim victory, he had to at least achieve one of those things that he mentioned. But Trump hasn't achieved none, none, zero, nada, rien, nothing. That is what he's talking about. Also, people, first, let me ask this. Is there a reason? Is there a reason why Ghalibaf looks like Sean Connery? Can someone explain that to me? If I didn't know better, I would believe they were like twins separated at birth. Anywho. So, if anyone doesn't believe that Iran won the war, you tell me one thing and one thing only. What the US has gotten out of this war that is beneficial for the US and for the world? Huh? Can someone tell me that? No? No one? Okay. Well, have you ever seen or hear people that anytime in history where the victor sits around waiting for the vanquished, decision. Have you ever heard anything like this? Have you ever seen anything like this? Have you ever read about something like this? No, nowhere that happened in history. The victor doesn't sit around waiting for the vanquished decision. Okay, so this is proof to you, sheer proof that Iran won the war. Okay, now people, now guys, you are about to see the proof that the US has truly lost to Iran. Let's watch this.
After weeks of Iranian missile and drone strikes, this U.S. military base in the Gulf is transformed. This is Camp Buehring in Kuwait, a vast desert hub for American forces, home to thousands of troops and even karaoke nights. It's one of many U.S. military facilities in the oil-rich Arabian Peninsula targeted by Iran, even as the U.S. and Israel pummeled its large arsenal. So just how hard has America's footprint in the Middle East been hit? A CNN investigation found evidence of unprecedented destruction. We can reveal that strikes damaged at least 16 U.S. installations across 8 countries. According to our analysis and sourcing, that's the majority of American military positions in the region, and some of them are virtually unusable now. Iran's targets? Multi-million-dollar aircraft, like this, Boeing E-3 Century, which gave the U.S. a huge amount of visibility over the Gulf. It's out of production, and in today's money, it's worth nearly $500 million. Also, critical communications equipment, and crucially, radar systems, highly sophisticated, expensive, difficult to replace, and central to air defense. One U.S. source familiar with the damaged facilities told us that the scale of the hits was massive compared to what forces faced in Iraq and Afghanistan. According to the Pentagon, the U.S. evacuated more than 90% of Americans from U.S. positions. And experts say the war has created a dilemma. Is America's presence in the Gulf making the region safer, or is it becoming its Achilles heel?
All right, guys. So not only did Iran damage the US when it comes to equipments, arsenals, but as well as economically speaking, they've destroyed the United States. Uh, billions of dollars spent, and Trump got zero concession from the Iranians so far. Zero. And also, people, what more proof do you need? That explains why 3 days into this war, Trump was out there, people begging for a ceasefire. He called on Italy, Pakistan, China, Russia to reach the Iranians for a ceasefire. And the Iranians finally accepted the ceasefire after they have done enough damage to the US bases in the Middle East, people. Okay? Well, people, if you still, no, not proof enough, this is the Iranians saying stuff. Okay? Well, how about I show you Trump admitting himself how the Iranians make the US troops run for their lives, people. Watch this.
You know, we had an attack of 101 a few days ago. 101 missiles shot at a very valuable thing that we had floating on the water, namely an aircraft carrier, biggest in the world. And the general, there was a general, a professional general, really good. Then he said, we were all set for him. We knew there was a problem when we noticed at 1 o'clock in the morning, every 32 seconds, another airplane, a very fast plane, was coming off the deck of an aircraft carrier. I think we were in trouble. But they were ready for us, Johnny. And we were ready. He said, we were ready. And then they hit us. And they came from 17 different angles. They were here, they were there. We ran for our lives. It was over.
Yup. He's talking about an attack on the Gerald Ford aircraft carrier. And before he admitted to that, they were lying like a week or two before. They said that never happened. When Iran was out there saying that he attacked the Gerald Ford aircraft carrier, they all were lying about it. They said this didn't happen. But Trump, I don't know what happened. He forgot and he spilled the beans to the world. So we know now. Everybody knows it happened. Anyhow, guys, this week, the Iranians damaged again 3 of US's ships and they have to run from the street, people. I kid you not. I know Trump is lying about it, but it will come out. It will turn out it was true. But I already believe it. Okay? And the US only has 13 ships, and many of them are already damaged. A little prediction. We are what today? Today we are May 9, Saturday. By next week, I'm not sure which day, but next week he will end the blockade. All right, on the Strait of Hormuz. He's going to end it because it's pointless. Pointless. Okay. And one of the reasons that the Iranians are they are basically ghosting Trump and his administration is because of the blockade. I believe by next week he will end the blockade. Okay, mark this. So, as you all know, people, as you all know, Trump gave Iran 48 hours on Wednesday for the Iranians to give a response to his proposal or be bombed again. We are now what, people? You hear that? Wednesday, he gave that ultimatum. We are today, Saturday, and still the Iranians didn't respond. They didn't respond to Trump's proposal. So they are like basically humiliating Trump, mocking him, and they don't take his words for nothing. According to them, it's not like they don't like the last proposal Trump sent them. It's not like they don't like it, but they know if they accept it, Trump is going to change his mind. And I agree with them. I totally and utterly believe. Let's say that the Iranians said, okay, Trump, you win. I accept this proposal. And then the day after, Trump tuned in on Fox News and he hears the talking heads saying what a bad deal this was. It is worse than Obama's. What do you think he's going to do, people? What do you think he's going to do? Do you believe that he will respect his own deal? No, he won't. This is why the Iranians they don't want to accept this deal, and I cannot blame them because this is exactly what's going to happen. He will not stick by his own deal. He will not. He won't. He won't, people. Um. So now, people, what's left for Trump to do? What is left for him to do? Well, the only option left for Trump is to use nuclear. Right? Yep. This is the only option that is left. But if he does that, if he does that, it is over for the US. Over. Okay? Not to mention, people would still believe Iran won the war because using nuke against another country that you said ad nauseam has no capabilities whatsoever would be seen by the world as a coward act. Yes, it will it will be seen like that. So yes, he is in a huge quagmire for real, people. Sorry, Trumpet. Sorry. You brought it onto yourself. You did. So deal with it. Deal with it. So now, my message to the Iranians. You want to hear my message to the Iranians? So my message to the Iranians. If you know what's good for you, you better respond to Trump's ultimatum. Because if you don't, you know what's going to happen to you? Do you know what's going to happen to you? Huh? He's going to give you another month. And in a month, you still not oblige. He's going to be very mad and give you, this time, 2 months to think about it. And if you still don't accept again, in 2 months, this time, it's over. He'll give you probably 20 years, Iranians, to think about it. This is what's going to happen. Do you agree with me, people? All right, guys, that's it for today. You let me know in the comment section if you believe Iran won the war or not, and why you don't think that they did. You let me know. Oh, and before I go, here is the message from Iran to Pete Hegseth. Okay?
Yo, Pete Hegseth, this one's specially for you. You punk ass rapist, bitch.
This will always make me. Anywho, guys, I don't know. Maybe I will make a video to show my favorite Iran's Lego videos, because there are many of them, but the one with Pete Hegseth is my ultimate #1 favorite. Anywho, guys, that's it. And you know the drill. You all know the drill. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and comment. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.